This is Practical Prince. We're doing talk and tarot, so feel free to drop your questions, comments, the chat, whatever it is on your system. I'll be setting up our camera so that we can see our cards. And yeah, we'll just do as many as we can. We've got 1 hour today. So yeah. And until we get our questions, I'll just monologue. Or maybe I'll shuffle cards. They don't really need it, but they do like it now and then, so. Hope you're doing well, having a good day. And I wish our camera would be smarter. Oh boy. There we go. Okay. We just want the camera, and we don't want my face. We want the cards. There we go. And now to hook it up. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Okay. So yeah, we're all good to go. Go ahead, ask your questions. And I don't know. I guess I do get to shuffle cards in the meantime. I think we used almost everything except maybe Twilight last time. The Twilight edition of Lucine. We got the Midnight one. Okay. Let me just go ahead and highlight that. And let me find the right deck. Okay, looks like we're using Prisma. And we'll give it one more. Next 3 months. What's coming up? Yeah, we'll order them afterwards. Right now, we're just getting the cards. I mean, there's some lighter details there, but okay. Let's see. Okay, was there anything else here? Let me check, make sure I got it all. Okay. feels more like highlights, so there's probably going to still be some stuff that we didn't cover here, but this one first. Okay, this one's coming up soon. This one roughly within the next month. This is closer to the tail end of the 3 months you were asking about. So we'll leave that there. This is a tempered pair. So the one on top is the main, the gist of it, but then the second one behind it will modify it in some way. Hey, game. I'll get to you in just a moment. So we've got 8 of Pentacles. Let me get a little more room. Tempered by the 9 of Chalices. King of Swords. And then Justice. Okay. 8 of Pentacles is things coming to fruition. Efforts you've put in start to pay off. And yeah, at this point, it doesn't take a lot of effort. It still needs some, but you can keep it going fairly easily. Given that this is tempered by the 9 of Chalices, though, it seems almost like a sunset period that you'll be moving on from it. So I'm not sure what you've been putting effort in, what projects you've got going on, but it sounds like one of them is wrapping up real soon. King of Swords. This one, how best to put that and put it into your situation? Chaos is subsumed for the better. And I'll try to break that down. But basically, you can take control of trouble, chaos, whatever you want to call it in a sense. And it's not that you suppress it or destroy it, it's that you find a place for it. Right, Neha, and this is your reading. So I don't know if that's a new project or if that's a different area of your life. I'm not exactly sure what that's speaking to, but it sounds like you're not going to have too much trouble apart from the fact that you're dealing with trouble. Because you're able to put it in its place and make good use of it. Justice, it's the reap what you sow sort of thing. Although I guess it's the tail end. The debt comes due. You get the harvest. So that you're going to have to judge for yourself how that's going to pan out. Because I don't know if you've been sowing bad or good. Hopefully good. But this is, say, what you put out comes back to you. It's similar to karma. You put out good, you get good. You put out bad, you get bad. So waiting for Prince. Hello, pumpkin. So yeah, maybe this is dealing with your efforts for getting pregnant coming to fruition. Finally something happening. So, and it might not just be that. It could be other things as well, but those are the main things. And again, these were more like highlights that I got. There's probably 1 or 2 things that we didn't cover here that are going to come out as well. But these are the important ones that were worth mentioning. Okay. KM. Are you conceiving? Okay. shuffle that a little more. And it might be a different deck. I am well. Thank you, Pumpkin. Hope I should say. Hope you're doing well too. Good afternoon, Faye. Let's see. Same one? Yeah. No problem. Okay, and we already shuffled, so I'm gonna let that slide. And it's conceiving or not. Where was that? So this typically comes as a 3-card spread for me, and then it'll mix it up every now and then, but it's the combination of cards that will give us yes, no, or somewhere in between. And then sometimes the cards themselves still have meaning. And sometimes it's just the yes, no. Nope, it's down there. No, I don't need that. Okay. Is it just the yes, no? Basically, yeah. So, Wheel of Fortune is a yes, Six of Swords is a no. Let me double check the Fool. That's usually a positive card, but it does have a touch of naivety to it. So I'll make sure that that's not neutral or something like that. Okay, so that would be a yes. What this would normally mean is it's a yes, but it will take time. So have you conceived at this point? No. Will you? And probably in the near future? Yeah. Probably within the next few months. So, yeah. Yeah. Let me know if you have further questions. And we're caught up. So if anybody else has any questions they want to ask, feel free. We've got the time right now. Oh. Dropped our bottom. I guess I should update the caption. Okay. Okay, and we'll have plenty of time, Faye, so we can do that one too. For Neha, your husband, career and health. Looks like we're doing Lost Forest. No, I don't. I know other people like that, but I don't really need anything other than the question in some form. For Neha, I don't know if we're going to need 2 spreads. I don't know if we'll get health and career in both, or if we'll need, if they have to get split up. We'll just find out once we get the cards. Hopefully before we flip them. But lighter details. Okay, let me see what we've got. Do we have both? Yes, we do. So which is which? So this health, this one speaks to career. We'll start with the health one, since that was the order. 9 of fire. Interesting. And then for career, okay. 9 of fire is interesting. This usually deals with grit, last push. I don't know if he's recovering from something, but that would suggest he's nearing the end, light at the end of the tunnel, to speak, and not in the passing away kind. If he's in good health, though, it would really only speak to having good stamina and being able to keep going. As far as the moon and career, let me see if I can get a better sense of that. Because the moon usually deals with illusion, deception, uncertainty, or not perceiving things as they truly are. How that relates to his career situation, let me see. It doesn't have to do with him directly. Yeah. I guess the situation at work, and this might be the company as a whole, it might just be his department or whatever. I'm not exactly sure what his work is. The things probably seem good now, and this would be suggesting that's not exactly the case. That there's trouble coming, in a sense. And it's sort of waiting to pounce. I don't know if there's really a way to detect that and try to proactively address that. Yeah, I think that one's going to have to strike before anyone can really act on that. And how that will affect him, I'm not exactly sure. So. But as far as his job performance and whatnot, that seems to be fine. This is really a larger scale for the company. And really, this isn't something that could be predicted. So. Okay. Yes. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Ruti. Go ahead and ask your question, Ruti. I do have Faye I need to do. She was next on this love interest. And we've got Ashley, and then Ruti. I can just leave that up. Let me find the right deck, though. No problem, Neha. You're welcome. And you've already seen how we did yes, no for KM. So likely this will be 3 cards, and the combination giving us yes or no. And if there's additional meaning, I'll let you know. This was fine. Okay. Yep. Okay. Just the question. Which one? That'll do. Okay, now to find our third. Okay. Yeah, that should be all of them. Okay, so this has some additional meaning, the card on the left. The combination's still giving us our yes, no. What is that? Queen of Cups. 4 of Pentacles. Just a little hard to read on these ones. And then Transmute. That one's unique to this deck. Let me double check. Okay. No. That would be a yes. And then Transmute. What is that called? So yes. Okay. So 2 yeses, 1 no. It gives you the combination of yes, but it takes time. So as far as giving up, the answer would be yes. It seems like it would be okay to hang on to this for a little bit just to get to that point of certainty of no, this is not the right thing for me. I don't know if there's going to be any extra lessons learned, really. It might just give you greater peace of mind walking away from it. But that's what we got. As far as Queen of Cups, yeah, I mean, this one speaks to emotional balance, emotional resilience. So as far as how that would apply to you, being able to tolerate the ebbs and flows of the relationship or lack thereof and having to leave. Really, you're just in a good place as far as being able to care for your heart. So, yeah. Okay. All right, and where did we get to? We've got Ashley. After Ashley, we've got Ruti, and then Mina. Okay. Just want to make sure we had all our questions. Ashley. Yeah, I don't know if you want to actively dump that. Like I said, you can give it time. But yeah, your call. And you know how to be smart about it. Okay, let me find the right deck. Looks like we're doing Prisma. Okay, and there's harming the children and trying to take them from you. We'll see if we can get both now. Sometimes we have to split it up, though. We'll see. No, I don't need that as well. Okay. No, we don't need that. Is there anything else down here? What does that just stand on its own? Let me check. We might have all the cards. Okay, that's definitely one. Okay. Okay. And then, do we have extra information? Some there. Do we also have it there? That one's pretty light, so I don't know that we'll really dig into that much. Harm, yes, no, and then court, take them away, yes, no. So we're reusing two of these cards. This one has information. I don't know if it's just for the harming the children one, giving clarity to that. Yeah, I think that's helping to explain that. And then that's really light detail. So, I mean, if we touch on it, we'll get there. 4 of Wands, 3 of Wands, the Devil. Okay. And then we've got the Hermit up there. Okay, so as far as this goes, Devil is a no. Hermit is neutral. So as far as going to court or trying to take them away, no. These two are positive cards. So as far as abuse, it's certainly not constant, but it's going to rear its head now and then. So as far as meaning from 4 of Wands, usually this is a positive card. one that celebrates milestones, reaching a marker in life, so to speak. So as far as how that's describing the harm with the children, is that what it is? I mean, it feels abusive when they make progress that he didn't get, when they get goals or triumphs that as a child he was either deprived of or couldn't reach. So it almost feels like jealousy at its core. Vengeful jealousy, but yeah, he probably needs therapy. Yeah, and then we don't really need to dig into the hermit. So, yeah, as far as, oh, sorry about that. Well, I mean, you'll have to decide for yourself what to do about the potential abuse. So, okay, no problem. Um, where were we? I want to say Ruti. And then we've got Mina after this. Okay. General reading for yourself. Oh, and apparently it's long enough that it doesn't all fit in there. I'm going to hide it real quick just so that I can read the whole thing. Okay. Okay. No problem. So I guess spiritual direction is really what we're asking for this one, right? I mean, your question's interesting in that it's got a pretty heavy external focus. The world's going to hell. Why am I still here? Sort of thing. All right, which of these two? Okay, that's don't want to drop it. There. Okay. Yeah, the rough part about asking about entities other than yourself really is that you don't have nearly as much control over that, and it really isn't as actionable for you. So as far as what would be useful, that would be, yeah, what we're after. I don't think there's anything else down there. Do we have anything else? Okay. Okay, we've got our cards. Um, okay. So these would be action items, these two. And this is a tempered pair. So the primary one on top is then modified by the second one on bottom. This is an FYI, something to keep on your radar, but not something to address right now. We've got we've got our priorities. Let me shift this up since the question just filled up so much screen. Okay, so again, FYI, the two action items. 7 of Wands and the Tower. Okay. We've got Page of Wands. Okay. And then the FYI, Queen of Swords. Okay. So both 7 of Wands and Page of Wands deal with pressing forward. And I guess more so the 7 of Wands deals with coming out victorious. So the interesting thing up here with the Tower usually is fairly destructive. It deals with throwing things out at their foundation, which is usually because it's not a solid foundation. In your case, the sense we're getting here is basically turning everything on its head. So I don't know the scale of this. I don't know if this is like moving to a new country, changing careers entirely. But yeah, things change. Well, basically everything changes. But again, reminder, you do come out victorious. So a tough change, or at least a huge change. Maybe it's not so tough at this point. But it does work well for you. And then again, the Page of Wands reminding you to have courage, that things do work out. It may take time to work through it, but it does work out. The Queen of Swords there is just that you're intellectually sharp. You've got a mind, and it works well. So you can trust that you'll be able to solve those problems, cut through the legalese, bloat, the bluster, whatever else might be cluttering the space, really. You'll be able to cut through that and really focus on and solve the important things. So, yeah. Let me know if you have questions on that. And then Okay. Let me find the right deck. Okay. Okay. And the way you phrased it, it's just a yes, no. I'll see if I can get a sense of when, if it is a yes. Um, all right, let's go ahead and get this one. That can sit aside. I think it might just be the two. Okay, and best of luck to you, Rudy. Don't envy the position you're in. But yeah, that's going to help you find what you are looking for. Okay, or yes, no. So then this would be speaking to when. Okay. Six of Pentacles. And then we've got Two of Cups. Okay. I think I'm thinking of the seven. Yeah, let me double check. We'll go ahead and pull up our guide here. And really, I'm interested in the six. We might go ahead and read the Two of Cups as well, but this is the one I really need to double check. Six of Pentacles is a card of charity, gifts, and generosity. This card shows you that money is coming to you. Obviously, your question is of engagement. This is a welcome sign that things are improving. Also shows up when you are the benefactor, so that you can help someone in need or support a cause that is dear to your heart. Overall shows up when you are in the flow of life or connected to the principles of generosity, giving, and receiving. As you give of yourself freely, your good will come back to you. You have all you need, and the universe is supporting you abundantly. Yeah. So this would speak yes to talking about the engagement. As far as when, with the Two of Cups, and yeah, we'll just go ahead and read that. I think we're caught up, so don't need to rush to anybody else. There's our card. Represents union, harmony, partnership, peace, and love. I mean, this would be favorable for the yes, no as well, but this is speaking to the when. Perhaps there is a deeper commitment that is occurring in a current relationship, such as an engagement, moving in together or marriage. This is an auspicious card for a creative partnership as well. Is a card of reconciliation and ongoing negotiations, which will be resolved in your favor. Enjoy the deep love that is coming your way in all aspects of your life. You deserve it. So, not really speaking too strongly to a win. I mean, it still speaks favorably. Let me see if I can get something more specific. The only thing I'm getting is soon. I'm not sure what soon is for you or in your situation. It's certainly far less than a year. Probably within the next 2 months, and I wouldn't be surprised if it were on the earlier side. The Two of Cups did speak to ongoing negotiations and whatnot. So you might start the conversation with him in the near future. It might still take some time to wrap it up, but it is going to turn out favorably. And yes, so let me know if you have questions on that. I'll go ahead and clean up a bit. You're welcome. Glad I can be the bearer of the good news. Okay, we're getting close to time, and we've already had a good session, so I think we're going to call it there. Thanks for tuning in. We'll have more of this next Wednesday and Friday. I'll be scheduling those events right after this. Hope you have a great weekend, and